What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy Fareed Rashad, and you're here with Keep It Sharp with Fareed Rashad. What's up, everybody? Episode 19. Episode 19 and counting. Today's episode, we're going to talk about clients versus customers. Is there a difference, or are they one and the same? I don't know. I guess it depends who you ask. So let's get into it. For me, customers are people who come in maybe once every couple weeks or maybe once every 3 to 4 months. And they usually are not too picky, just want a haircut, something average, something cool, something, to get them through the week or whatever. So for me, that's a customer. And at this point in my career, that's pretty much what I really want. I just want, customers. I don't need, the real picky type. I just want people who want to come in, get a haircut, something really nice, something clean, something simple. That's what I want. I want those type of customers. Then you have clients. Now, a client for me is someone that I've been cutting, let's say, for months, years, and they have a specific way and style that they like to wear. Now, can a client be picky? Of course, a client can be picky. And they want that, some clients want that picture perfect haircut, and they're used to your personality and you're used to how they are, and you kind of gel together, and they usually pay a little bit more for the extra. So that's a client for me. Now, I do have more customers than I do clients. And what I mean by that is the clients that I have, which are a few, I do them at a certain time every time. And they get the same thing whether I come to their home or do a house call or they have a private, studio or something like that, or I go to the office. Those are the clients that I consider clients, and they pay a more of a premium price for their haircut. Now, the customers that I have, they pay basically what the price is in the barbershop or whatever that price is of your shop. So those usually are my customers. And really, you want to be able to do as many customers as you can per week, because customers tend to come every 2 weeks to 3. Some of them you might not see for 3, 4, 5 months. But when they do come, they're not real fussy about what they get, and they get it. And that's usually what most people want. We get caught up in this notion that customers want the spray, they want the perfect hairline, they want the black dye and Beijing and all this different stuff. And really, they don't want none of that crap. They just want to come in, get a nice haircut, be in and out. And that's what you really want. And I feel like you'll make a decent amount of money every week. On the other hand, a client, is very far and few between for some barbers. And, me, like I said, I only have a few. I don't have a lot of clients because I do other things. But, I really try to keep, my book open so I can do just customers. Because, you're able to do the average and do the haircut and get them in, get them out. And that's what really most customers want. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that, sitting in the shop all day to cut one person is, cool? Or, because I do hear the so-called know-it-all barbers and influencers, you can't come in the shop and sit for a couple hours, and because nobody come in there, you leave. You have to build your book, and they claim to be talking to newer barbers, and to some degree that is true. You in order to build up, your client or customer base, you have to pay your dues, and definitely paying your dues is what helps you get further as a barber. But when you've been a barber as long as I have, and you've seen all the many changes and the transformations of the industry, you kind of know, from where you're working, you kind of know that area, the demographics. If I come in on a Tuesday and I know I just had a busy weekend and it might have been a holiday weekend, I know Monday, Tuesday, or maybe all the way up to Wednesday is going to be kind of slow. But I know I'm going to have a few customers. I'm going to come in, take care of those few customers, and go home and do something else. I'm not going to go home and get on the game. I mean, if I go home and get on the game, that's cool. That's my prerogative. But for new barbers coming into the game, you're going to most likely start off with what I would call customers. And that's what you want. You want to be able to cut customers and as many type of customers as possible so you can get that experience. Because there's many type of customers out there who will spin you if you're not careful. So shout out to the barber who wants all the customers. And if you want to learn, this is the way to learn. You got to learn the different styles. You got to know, especially if you're out of school, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different personalities. And after a while, you're going to be able to recognize the different types of customers versus the different types of clients. So be ready for that. I'm not going to sit in here and tell you to sit in the shop all day and wait and wait and wait. No, you go out there and you find you some customers. You find you some clients. But for the barbers that's been around and the OGs that's been around, we kind of know and recognize what we're dealing with. Because after a while, you better say, oh, he's one of them. Or he's that type of customer. Or he's that type of client. Oh, you got one of those. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. But at the end of the day, you're in it to make money. Yes, you are. You're in it to make money. So be mindful of that. Be mindful that there's different types of customers out here and people. And if you're in it just to make money, then you definitely want all the customers. Because you want, when you start getting clients, what I consider clients, when you start getting clients and people who's, they come to you way more often and they're, have a certain way that they want their haircut and, they pick you. Now you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship with that client, and not saying you won't have a relationship with some of your customers, because you will. So, be mindful of all that. And, and you can listen to some of the influencers and some of the things they may tell you, if you're a new barber, take heed to it and it's true. But the only way you're going to get experience out here, dealing with customers and clients, you have to be doing it for quite some time to even realize and understand the difference between the two. And, I'm not going to sit here and beat you in the head to death about all this. Just be ready to be able to tackle any situation with a professional attitude as best you can. And that's all you can ask for. So, with that, just be ready, be mindful, and be ready for anything, because sometimes you don't know what's going to walk through that door. And, if you, run into a situation where it's uncomfortable or, there's unprofessionalism involved and people is loud and be ready for that. Be ready to be able to handle situations in a professional manner if possible. And, you will learn from that. So shout out to the barbers who's ready to tackle anything. And another thing, I started to notice that a lot of the clipper companies, we had some issues over the last few months about clippers catching on fire, clippers were breaking. I was using a wall detailer, cordless, and like always, I spray them off after use, and I brush the blade, and sometimes if like in our shop we have the air compressor, so I spray them and get all the loose hair out of it. But for some reason on this particular occasion, I was brushing it, and the whole head came off. The blade came, even where it's screwed in, all at the back of the clipper just broke apart. I don't know. It could be isolated, and I'm sure it's probably happened to other barbers. Do you guys have an issue with dealing with these type of clippers? Let me know. You can go on my YouTube channel, Keep It Sharp. You can see some of the videos that I do. I do a lot of audio too, so you go to Apple Podcasts, where you can hear. You can go to iHeartRadio, type in Keep It Sharp with Fareed Rashad, and check out my other podcasts on all platforms. Am I on Spotify? I have to check to see if I'm even on Spotify. Just check me out and let me know what you guys think and what some of the subjects that you want me to talk about. I am, here to answer your questions and let you know how it is for me coming up as an OG barber. I've been in this genre for over 40 years. So come holler at me. Well, until next time, keep it sharp and get that money. I'm out.